Next, we'll hear what trouble Jamie Bianchini, co-founder and CEO of LuDela, has caused in the years since he's been on the PubTalk stage. LuDela presented and won during the 2018 Ben Venture Conference early stage competition. They've created the world's first remote-controlled real flame candle with auto-ignite and extinguish, a timer, safety features, scent on demand. This is a Christmas present. This is like an ideal Christmas present, am I right? Jamie, where are you? Come on up and give us an update. Oh, there you are, right in front of me. There you go.
Hello, everybody. Wow, yeah, it was this stage that I was at just like a year ago. And I guess I'm on a 5-minute time thing to try to take you on a time warp from then all the way through to where I am now. So this is the product. I had it going earlier. Let me get it fired up here for you all. So there they are here, the world's first real flame remote control candle. And the product was inspired on an around the world bicycle trip where I was involved in a candle fire in West Africa. And so it was a seed of inspiration as an inventor mind. How do you go from there to actually making it, raising money and building a company? I had no idea really how to do that, but I was passionate to do it. We became a B Corp, and our mission was Better Light, Better Live. We were donating a book for every candle product sold with this dream that I had of LuDela, Better Light, Better Live. So but I also, on this trip around the world, met the woman of my dreams, made babies, and also wanted to have a great life. So I moved to Bend, hoping there would also be an economic development organization that kind of recruited me so nicely over here, Brian and all the crew over there. I'm very happy I did. Came here and pitched, got on to BBC, hoping that people from BBC would just write me checks. That just didn't happen. We're a little too early. We hadn't shipped that product. It was just an idea and a prototype by the time we were here. So we ended up getting accepted into Techstars in Boulder, Colorado. They were the ones who did write us a big check, so that was what we needed to actually get the product here and get things going. So I moved myself and left my wife and kids here, which was very hard, for 3 months, and I went to Boulder, Colorado. And I know I have a short amount of time, but a lot of things happened there. We shipped the Kickstarter order to our first customers, and we had to learn quickly what was wrong with the product, how to make it better, how to sell it, how to explain it. And so forth, and we did that, went to trade shows, started selling, learning different things. And long story short, it was extremely difficult. The good news is we did build 4 libraries with the sale of our first batch of candles out in Burkina Faso, which was awesome. I got to fly there and deliver books out and watch communities that didn't have a library now have libraries for the kids to build literacy, which is incredibly empowering. But then eventually came to the point that realized that we have something here, but we needed a lot of money. And it was really hard on me, out raising money, and trying to run the company. And anyone who's run a startup knows it's just extremely taxing. So I met at a big trade show. I was at another big trade show in Atlanta, met my competition there. My competition and I went out and had drinks, and my competition and I went out and had food. And we realized, why don't we just come together? And they made me a really nice offer to keep the brand, to keep the social mission, which is to continue to Better Light, Better Lives, building libraries, to give me a job. Instead of wearing 1,000 caps, I wear one. And so the company has been acquired since October, and I now have a job, which is nice. Thank you. And we might be hiring some people in the local community here once we get things ramped back up. We're gonna do some re-engineering, and the next generation of the product will be coming out. I'm also starting a consulting and coaching practice that is at jamiebianchini.com, not to self-promote, but helping other entrepreneurs and anybody who wants just creative help and any kind of help in any way. I want to reconnect to the Ben community again and help people on the journey of whatever it is, creating and fulfilling that. There are some coupons that I have here, stickers and coupon codes for 20% off for holiday shopping. We have very limited stock of our collector's edition, so come up there and grab one, and that's the latest. Thank you.
Jamie, we're going to do a little question and answer, so stay up here. I love your story, so thank you for coming and thank you for sharing it with us. So tell us about the coaching. How did you decide to go in that direction? Because to me it seems like it's a need for sure.
Yeah, I just think I think everyone has their gifts, and my gut is telling me to not go into to build another startup. Although I love startups and I love that creative process, I think where I'm best served now is on the high level visionary, innovation, consulting, and being in more of an advisor role and board member in that area, and actually getting him either with companies or individuals, so coaching and consulting. While I still work as a full-time, but I have extra time because I now just have one job now, so it's quite nice. Just one thing I have to do.
It's all relative. We can take some questions from the audience. Does anyone in the room have a question for Jamie tonight? Oh, yeah, here we are. Have you considered an app for controlling the candles? Good question.
We do have Alexa light my candles. We do have an app. It's cool and all, but there are some safety issues with that because you could light candles without seeing them, and you can light them behind doors. And you should always, it's a real flame. It could light your house on fire. So we want to make sure that it's in sight. So we're taking it really slow on the use of that technology. So it's in kind of a beta mode right now. So we do have that, but we're looking at the next level of how to keep it safe and functional.
Great answer. Yes? Is it burning wax or is it burning a fuel source?
It burns the same liquid paraffin that you see in hotels and spas and resorts around the world. So it's a liquid source of paraffin.
Great question. And yes, Laura? Do you still have the simulated candle?
The fake flame has been around for about 10 years. That's like a piece of plastic with the light on it and so forth. Those are everywhere. And so people, they're okay. We have a few of them in our house, but this is for people who want the real flame ambiance, kind of the real, authentic, real flame.
I mean, coming from the creator of Osei, I would think the real flame is probably what you're looking for, right? Just gonna, off the top of my head. Any other questions from the audience? Any other questions? Oh, yes, Aaron.
What was your favorite part of your journey?
Favorite part of your journey?
Favorite part of my journey was actually seeing, a dream become a reality and shipping product to somebody that was nothing more than an idea, and having that happen, and just watching customer and getting feedback from customers that say they love the product, and that's always a good thing when you know that you created something from nothing and made it happen.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Any other final questions? Yes, way in the back. Scent on demand. Tell us about that.
So we have a part of the product that gets warm with that flame, the real flame that's up there, and as that gets warm, you can drop whatever fragrance ring you want on top, and it creates whatever fragrance you want at the moment that you want it, as opposed to scented candles that are kind of limited to the candle scent that you have. So that's what Scent on Demand feature is.
Very cool. What's the most popular scent on demand?
It's amber bourbon patchouli.
Obviously. Okay, one last question. Anybody, do I have any other questions for Jamie? Okay, it looks like you've answered all of our questions. Thank you so much for being here. What an inspiring story. Congratulations and well done. It's really nice to have you here.